It was kind of interesting how 5 minutes before the accident actually occurred, I had just asked her, have you ever been in a big car accident before? And she said, oh no, not really.
It was that voice of the familiar stranger. Are you Anna McCorrison's father? Yes. There's been an accident. Your daughter's fine. She's very upset. She'd like to talk to you. Anna got on the phone and she was in a very excited frame of mind. Then Anna's last words to me, Daddy, I think Mummy broke her neck. I think she's dead. Marianne was injured. The paramedics were treating her, and I asked where I should go, and he said, don't come to the scene, go to the hospital. He said, drive slowly. Your daughter needs a parent. And I said, what's my wife's condition? He said, there's no vital signs. They resuscitated her using a defibrillator at the scene, but then I stopped and I turned around and I said, how long was she not breathing? And I'll always remember he looked down at his shoes and he looked up at me and he said, we don't know. I was very confused with the scene. We think 6 to 12 minutes, which is not good. And recommended doing a new cutting-edge technique that they were sponsoring at the hospital. They'd only had 1 or 2 cases. They didn't tell me that at the time. They said it was a new technique. They wanted to slow her metabolic rate by reducing her body temperature and thereby reducing the body's demand for oxygen, which would stop any brain cell deterioration. They were trying it out. It's part of their research program.
I went to the ICU because I didn't remember seeing it, so I wanted to visit. They told me that Anna actually had a number of questions about the cooling blanket, about the risks. I don't know if you remember, but they told me that she did, and they were quite impressed by that, and they answered her questions. By doing that, they weren't just doing her a favor. They were responding to her need to know, and that's all part of the treatment too. I mean, it's the equipment, it's the approach. You treat the family because there is fallout later, not just to the patient, but the people around. Even if the person survives. So, they obviously did their job from many levels, in many ways, and from many different angles.
Well, I know that our family ended up donating another unit for that purpose. We'll never know, but I'm sure in my own mind and heart that it made a huge difference, and that's why we're here today.